Okay, let's jump right into this. Today, we are exploring Chapter 8 of the absolutely gripping source material, No Respawn. And guys, we are stepping into a terrifying reality here, where the stakes literally couldn't be higher. This world operates on one absolute, unforgiving rule: no respawn. No second chances, no redos. If you die in this game, it is permanent. Right now, we're following a party of young players who have just barely survived the destruction of a so-called safe zone. Now, they've been guided by a mysterious NPC known as the Keeper into the infamous Blackwood Forest. This environment, it is a total nightmare of dark fantasy. So let's break down exactly how this forest weaponizes the player's own minds against them. To really grasp the atmosphere of Blackwood Forest, you have to picture this chilling detail. As the party enters, there's this haunting, beautiful singing echoing through the trees. But it doesn't just fade away gradually. The source text describes it stopping instantly, like someone literally cut a thread holding the sound together. Suddenly, Blackwood Forest falls completely unnaturally silent. Not even the wind dares to move. Now, Kabir, one of the players, actually thinks this is a good thing, assuming whoever was singing knows they're there and just stopped. But the Keeper lowers his blue lantern and delivers this terrifying realization. The silence isn't safety. It's the predator focusing on its prey.
Section 1. The Keeper's 3 Laws. Rules of Survival. So, to survive in a place this hostile, you need rules, right? The Keeper kneels down beside a cracked stone, draws a circle in the dirt, and systematically outlines them. 1. Everything wants to survive. 2. Everything lies. And 3. Never trust the system completely. He actually draws a line in the dirt for each of these laws. And listen, these aren't just helpful little survival tips. They are a terrifying prophecy for exactly what the party's about to experience in Blackwood Forest. It sets this baseline expectation that absolutely nothing you see, hear, or read can be taken at face value. Think about how this breaks the ultimate rule of gaming. In any normal game, the system, the interface giving you quests and stats, that's your one reliable ally. But the Keeper shatters that illusion. The system itself is a manipulative entity, and the text proves this instantly. Literally, the moment the Keeper reveals the secret, a blue notification flashes out of nowhere, reading, "Hidden dialogue detected. Memory saved." The Keeper immediately panics because he realizes the system itself was listening to him expose its true nature. The interface itself is a hostile actor.
Section 2. The environment is alive. A shifting trap.
Remember the Keeper's second law? Everything lies? While as they venture deeper, we see exactly how Blackwood Forest weaponizes that law through its geography. The moment they cross the threshold, the sky is just gone, completely replaced by a claustrophobic ceiling of tangled branches. And the trees? The trunks literally look like screaming human faces. The silver leaves don't fall, they float upward, totally defying gravity. But honestly, the most terrifying detail is when hours pass and they realize they're walking in circles even though no one changed direction. Why? Because entire sections of the forest are silently shifting and rearranging themselves above them. It's like a giant puzzle. The forest is an active, living trap designed to completely disorient and exhaust them.
Now, let me ask you this directly. Would you help a crying 7-year-old child? Seriously, if you were lost in a dark, terrifying forest and you suddenly saw a little boy in a torn school uniform, covered in dirt, begging for help, your human empathy would immediately kick in for sure. That is exactly what happens to Kabir. He instinctively steps forward to help.
But the Keeper grabs him. He tells Kabir to look at the child's feet. Below his knees, there's just darkness. The child then smiles, and its mouth opens impossibly wide to reveal rows of needle-like teeth before it just vanishes into the trees with this deep, mocking laugh. And then the system casually pops up to inform them they just avoided a forest mimic. The horrifying takeaway here, the monsters in Blackwood don't just look like beasts. They imitate whoever you are most likely to trust, weaponizing your own humanity against you.
Section 3. The Mirror Lake Deception, a Fatal Reflection.
Escalating this whole theme of deception, the party is walking through absolute darkness when they suddenly enter an enormous clearing. Right at the center is a perfectly smooth lake. But the unsettling part? The water is reflecting a bright blue daytime sky, even though there's no sun and only pitch blackness above them. The Keeper warns them never to look directly into Mirror Lake, but human curiosity is a dangerous thing. Kabir looks anyway. Imagine the visceral terror of this moment.
you look into a reflection, and the reflection smiles back. Not you, just the reflection. And then, its eyes turn completely black. The pacing of the text here becomes a frantic sprint. The reflection's hand pushes through the surface of the water, not downward into the lake, but upward into reality. It grabs Kabir's ankle with ice-cold fingers and literally tries to drag him into the glass. The rest of the party has to scramble, using their unique abilities like shadow manipulation and earth magic, just to anchor him down. And then, dozens of smiling reflections burst from the lake, perfectly matching the voices of the boys, shrieking as they chase them through the dark woods. They manage to outrun the mirror copies, but man, the creeping dread really lingers in the aftermath. Kabir collapses, and on his ankle are 5 black fingerprints, slowly spreading upward. When he asks what it is, the keeper just looks at it with this darkened expression and says, "The lake marked you." He doesn't say for what. The true horror here is that the immediate physical danger might have passed, but the psychological terror, and whatever this mark actually means, is only just beginning. Section 4, The Witch's Veil, a dangerous slumber. Finally, night falls. The sheer exhaustion of having absolutely no respawn finally catches up to the party. The keeper builds a campfire using this strange blue wood that produces no smoke, and he lays out these strict survival rules. No loud voices, no wandering, no sleeping alone. And they have to spread this gray monster ash around their bedrolls just to hide their scent. It's such a grim contrast. These are teenagers longing for their families who were frozen in time back on Earth, and yet here they are forced to sit in silent exhaustion, covered in ash, just to survive the night. But Blackwood Forest doesn't sleep. As the others drift off, Arjun stays awake. The forest gets way too quiet again. And then, from just beyond the ring of the blue firelight, comes a warm, deceptive whisper. It's the exact voice of Arjun's mother. "Arjun, come home. Dinner is ready." The text emphasizes that it sounds absolutely perfect. Against every survival instinct, and completely ignoring the keeper's strict rules, the emotional manipulation is just too strong. Arjun actually takes a step away from the fire. The illusion is so beautiful and comforting. A pale woman with flowing silver hair, her face hidden beneath a veil, offering a kind hand and promising to take him home. But the reality is something far, far more sinister. This is the very entity the keeper warned them about earlier. This is the witch who hunts players, and she preys specifically on their deepest grief and exhaustion. Just as Arjun is about to reach out, we get a sharp, jarring shock. The system, yes, the exact same system the keeper said always lies and manipulates, suddenly explodes across Arjun's vision in blood-red letters. Fatal warning, do not accept her hand. The interface breaks its own deceptive silence in sheer undeniable panic. When even the malicious game system is literally screaming at you to stop, you know you are looking at true horror. Arjun freezes. The veiled woman slowly lifts her head, and beneath the veil, there was no face. Instead of a face, there is only this. An endless black void, completely filled with thousands of slowly opening human eyes. And the final, terrifying detail the source text leaves us with? Every single one of those thousands of eyes blinks at the exact same time. It is a moment of absolute, paralyzing terror that perfectly encapsulates the living nightmare of Blackwood Forest. Which leaves us with this final, incredibly provocative question. We've seen a forest that rearranges itself, monsters that mimic innocent children, a lake that weaponizes your own reflection, and a witch that wears the voices of your loved ones. So, in a world with no respawn, how do you survive a game where even the rules are lying to you? It's a masterful setup that completely redefines the stakes of the survival genre. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the source material. I really hope this explainer gave you a clear, direct understanding of just how brilliantly terrifying Chapter 8 truly is. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.